Okay. The Legend of Zelda, the first one. Their story. Many years ago, the Prince of Darkness Ganon stole one of the stole the Triforce of Power. Princess Zelda had the Triforce of Wisdom, put it into 8, and Zelda hid them across Lower Hyrule, and told Impa to go find someone with the courage to collect them to defeat Ganon, and in fury to this, Ganon decided, hey, I'm gonna kidnap you, princess, and hide you in Death Mountain, which is where his base is in this. I'm not doing my name, we're gonna be more creative with that, but later, maybe, perhaps. Except, now that I have done this, this means the next 3 games are gonna be like, because it's the same character. So the way that the, it's dangerous to go alone, take this. Ba-na-na-na. Thank you, old man. I don't know who this old man is. The instructions say a whole thing about, Impa fleeing to the forest and being surrounded by Ganon's, forces, and being saved by Link. And I don't know when that would happen, because Link doesn't get the sword until then. We don't run into Impa. Except maybe Impa is the lady who gives us potions? But who could say? Impa is, Zelda's most trusted... You know, just most trusted. In a lot of games, she's an old lady. In this, she's an old lady. She's very old in this one. The original Impa is very old. He's not a ninja. We're going this way. This is not to the first dungeon yet. We're doing this to get bombs. That's the most important thing to collect at the moment. And my hope is that one of these will actually drop bombs. We start off with Zelda, Link being able to... Hey, we got bombs! Okay, cool. That truncates our Scourgeon. Link can, from the very beginning, shoot beams from the sword. Is this it? Oh yeah. Our container! Okay, now we can go do the thing. I was gonna heal, but I already healed on my way here. We're gonna come back here quite a lot, though. This is the most easy to access fairy pond. Now I could actually go and get enough heart containers to get the white sword, which I think you only need 1 more. But I'm just gonna go to the first stage because bombs and sword is enough for that. I like this game. Fairy. Thank you. I think this was a good game. I don't remember if I've actually beaten Ganon in it. The first dungeon. The map will be shaped like an eagle if we find it. So, what I have to interpret is that, Zelda's the one that hid these 8 pieces of the Triforce of Wisdom in these dungeons. Down here in Lower Hyrule is what I called it. It's sort of just like a wild area, in a way, with just a few people hanging out. South of Death Mountain. From, like, most of the kingdom. And I don't know, I guess Link was around here somewhere. From around here? I hope this helps. That tells us where the boss is. Usually you get something for clearing all the enemies in a room. In fact, I should probably be doing that more of these places. Just to make sure I have enough keys. You will get more keys than you need for a dungeon, but that's good because you'll need them for later if you don't find the master key in the 7th dungeon. Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. Note that Link only has a stab in this, because this is an NES game. It came out in 1985. This is the oldest game I've ever played on stream before. So they don't have a lot to work with. You have to be tactical with your stabbies. Map. We can look at the map. That shows us the map we've been to. This shows us where we can go. So we're gonna go that way to get the rest of the stuff. But there's something we need to get in this dungeon that I can't forget. Why we're going up here. Every time you want to go in a place like this, that's the block you want to move. Like, every single time. It's very consistent. Here's the bow. We don't have arrows, but we have a bow. Go in. Oh, I'd love to. I don't think that exists until Link's Awakening. Boomerang! There we go. That is a very useful item. It's way more useful when it gets upgraded. Ugh. All masters. First boss is a dragon. Might die. I died. And that's okay. What this game teaches you is, it's okay to die. I've said this many times. I'm almost positive that, one of the big inspirations for Dark Souls was to make a game like more modern Zeldas with the unforgivingness of the original Zelda. The big roughness to this is that you start with 3 hearts no matter what, even if you've gained more hearts, and you need more hearts to get more stuff. If I keep my beam, that's gonna make this the dragon way easier. Oh, you jerk. You jerk. Give me a heart. Jerk. There we go. Oh. I think Wall Masters take you back to the start. I don't know if they're that complicated in this, they might just hurt you. Makes it way easier. Way easier. Takes way more damage that way. Here's our first, piece of wisdom. This is the first Zelda game, but this is not the first Zelda. This Zelda is the 7th to her name. Every princess is named Zelda. For reasons. For reasons that do not really matter in terms of greater, Zelda game connections. We're not trying to connect these games. And that's why the order I'm playing these in is partially release order, and then partially chronological order per Hyrule. Which means if 2 games take place in the same Hyrule, we'll play them in chronological order. I don't think there's a scenario where there's one scenario where I play the later game. The later released game, first. If we get that far, if I can even stream that specific game, and that's gonna be Age of Calamity. Or this. It's a secret to everybody. There's also one down here. Not there we go. Okay. This money's gonna come in handy. We're picking up some stuff first. With this, if we show this to the old woman, we can buy potions. Oh, here we are. It's a secret, everybody. Told you, it's a secret to everybody. This is like a whole thing for this game. Like, you can collect so much at the very beginning, and get plenty of money, get a handful of overworld items, just by virtue of getting hidden heart containers, instead of the ones from dungeons. So that you can better tackle the dungeons. I don't think this is the right way. Ugh. Oh, this is the canal. Okay, yes. I wanted to come this way. You can buy keys if you need to. There are big shields that you can get, which help reflect more stuff. But those are the ones that get eaten by like-likes later. And then if I go north here 4 times, I will get to the 5th dungeon. We don't need to do that yet. But we do need to brave the... There's only one Lionel. Ow! Brave is not the word I would use for how I'm going to handle this. Ugh. Oh yeah. So I think You need 5 to get this. This is the white sword, it doubles your damage output. This is nowhere near enough for the rest of the game. But I can kill those now. 3 hits. Drill braids! Alright, taking me back home. Death Warps. Tactical. This is a speedrun tack. Don't worry about it. That. I think was a good one. Yes, hell yeah. That was the wrong one. You can only use the flame, the candle once per screen. Might be thinking of a completely different place. No, maybe I got it right the first time, but it didn't count. It did. Okay. I thought so. I think I'll need the meat. I'll need the meat for Dungeon 7, but this shield will help. Now I can do that. Alright, there's a heart. Here? Oh, here. Oh yeah. More money up here, correct? Since we're here, we can get arrows now. Okay, I'll get the arrows. I'll need them eventually. This is what I was thinking. Hello, Lulu. Hello, doggy. Part of the why I wanted to stream them so many is, one, see how I still feel about all of them that I have played, and two, to see if I want to speedrun any of them. There's definitely a tree here I can burn. I don't know where it is. It's supposed to be here. I could have sworn it was this one. It was! That's the first one I did! Impa. Do you have nothing for me? Okay, I might need to come here later for something then. Oh no, wait! This is a potion shop. Oh yeah. Might as well. I don't have anything else to buy at this immediate moment. We can. That will come in handy much later. I've always been very hard on Ocarina of Time specifically, but that's the one that really starts playing into the musical themes I like in Zelda games. Like, that's also why I like Link's Awakening so much. This and I think 2 as well have a flute. So like, there's always some degree of music involvement in these games. Except for Phantom Hourglass, which is really weird considering that's a sequel to Wind Waker. Or Breath of the Wild. I believe Breath of the Wild has nothing. Okay, it should be right over here, where I'm looking for. Up there. But... might not be money. Might not be money. Ah! It is money. Alright, well... I wasn't about to go into that dungeon with no health. Death is an illusion. So we have the white sword, we have the candle, we have potions, and we have 7 hearts before hitting the second dungeon. We also have arrows, and the big shield, and 16 bucks to left. Well, yeah. The real trickiness is figuring out where to go in the dungeons so that you're not wasting if you know where to go. Let them come to you. Thanks. No, it's just a compass. See, that's what I mean. Like, I just wasted a key on that. I think that's where the map is. Might be handy, but we kind of don't need it. That's what I'm saying here. I think this is where the boomerang, the upgraded boomerang. You get the upgraded boomerang immediately, I think. If I'm remembering. Yep. Well, I'm glad I got it before I got hit. That on, because we're going to be using it a lot. I cannot remember the first time I actually played this game, because Fun enough, the first Zelda game I've ever interfaced with was Zelda 2. It was a mid-boss. Here to give us goods. Go down. Like, that was actually my preface to Zeldas. And the first one I actually played myself was Link's Awakening. I think I want to go in here. I did not want to go in here. Dodongo dislikes smoke. Yeah. Dodongo. Dodongo's a genuine boss. For level 2. You can't get hurt by your own bombs. You can get hurt by your own fire, but not your own bombs. You know, like, you think about what is the point of speedrunning a visual novel? And you have to consider what mechanics are in it that separate it from being just a visual novel. Ghost Trick has a lot of that. It has puzzles. And those puzzles are very satisfying to perform, even when you know what they're doing. I want to check a door. You know what? Yeah, no, I need to check the doors. Because I'm pretty sure there's an item in here I need. You can defeat these dungeons without items that, like, you're intended to get. Nice. There's more bombs in here. Is this where I wanted to check? Can I get an item here? Okay. So I wasted that key. And I think the one other key is for the map. So I guess there's no item. I guess I'm thinking level 3. No, I have the feeling too. It's like, but I should open that anyway, just in case. Just get the map. You know what? I'm gonna get the map. It's fine. It's fine. As long as I get the master key. This map is like a crescent moon. I wonder what these are. These statues are at the beginning of every dungeon. No idea what they are. Like, speaking as someone who has played a lot of Zelda games, they kind of look like Zoros a little bit. They just kind of look like general monsters. Like dragons and Zoros. This is where I was supposed to go to get bombs. Open this real quick. I'm not going there. And that's the second to last dungeon. So we don't want to be in there. We have to go to the other side of where we started to get to Dungeon 3. I could have sworn it was here. But maybe... That took a while to load. There we go. A nice 100. That's what I was looking for. I think if I burn down that tree right there, it would be someone being like, pay to repair the door to my house. So, like, some of these places that we're bombing and burning are considered just houses. I guess to the moblins as well. You also note I haven't been using the arrows when I could. That's because the currency for arrows are the rupees. I guess, like, Link needs to use the rupees as arrowheads, perhaps, since we're here. I was gonna check here. Yeah. Perfect. We actually have enough to get the blue ring if I can make my way over there, which I might, since we're sort of gonna be in the area. I think it was up here. There's like a little bit of tactics to this, like knowing when to stop because they're gonna fire arrows at you. Oh, it wasn't that one. You? I can check all of you. There we go. Okay, this is where the cheap meat is, so I don't have to pay $100. Oh, I don't have enough money. I'll definitely have enough money after this dungeon, though. Okay. Dungeon 3. Link is extremely white in this dungeon. God, I remember this dungeon. Terrifying. Or it was... before I knew how to prepare myself for it. See? No, we got Dark Nuts. Dark Nuts are awful. Because you can't hurt them from the front. Their shields are impenetrable. Right, it's a Manji. As I like to call it, a Ninja Shuriken. I'm pretty sure the first time I ever tried this level, it was without the white sword. It was horrendous. If I die... Those aren't doing anything to me. Oh, right, they paralyze you. Oh, the way to handle these. There's definitely a raft in this dungeon that I need to get. On that note, now that I have 250, I'm going to go with that blue ring. And Link will cease to be green for the rest of the run. The rest of the playthrough. It's not a speed run. Hoping you would have heart. Boy, this is really expensive. That's the only one in the game. Now I am blue. I guess Periwinkle, which is light blue. Now I need to heal. I'm pretty sure one of these is a fairy fountain. Oh yeah. I know where I am. Fight the Tektite. We're gonna win this time. But I also need to get that raft. One of the key ways to actually handle these Dark Nuts is to like not be on exact squares, because they will just like go towards you. Boop. 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 You can't move blocks if there are enemies alive. Did you get the sword from the old man on the top of the waterfall? Yes. If you attack these guys, the fire starts trying to destroy you. I don't know Zelda 2 nearly as well. I know how to get to the first dungeon. I know where to pick up the magics sometimes. I've never beaten Zelda 2. But yeah, this is where we need to go to get the raft. That's what I wanted to say. Bombs. Bombs help. Bombs also have, like, distance-based damage, which is really interesting for something this, old, that they considered that. Like, if the bomb explodes directly on an enemy, you saw one of those Dark Nuts died in one shot. Not all of them, though. Bombs from Barks. That was so much more possible now I have extra health. Alright, we can go there. Is that dungeon 4? Where does this take me? Might as well check. This is level 4. Okay. Imps. These turn into bats. Kinda like the way that the if you don't have the white sword, the Zols? Zols are what the slimes are called. They'll turn into smaller things. If you have the magic sword, they don't split into anything. Might need the ladder for this. I'm like gonna slowly remember the names of everything. I haven't called the bats Keese yet for some reason. I like to look at the different designs of Keese throughout Zelda games and determine what's the cutest. I don't remember what was the cutest. I like likes. I don't like what I'm seeing. Ah, can't wait for me. These horrifying stacks of pancakes will steal your shield that you spent so much money on, and that shield's gonna remain being helpful. Here's our ladder. Ladder will let us get across one square obstacles. Have this little bridge. Do this now. Oh, this was a waste. You can use this ladder tactically, because enemies will not go on top of it, so if there are enemies that won't go on the water, you're good. Can't believe I got fooled again. Did the Who not warn me? Snake. Level 4 is a snake. Now, the boss from the previous area is... a mini-boss. The enemy scaling in this is... it just keeps going. Walk into the waterfall. Which one? I recall. Yes, we can start bombing places. Because the snake's eye has money. And every dollar counts. I don't think I finished saying that. Like, we've had bosses seemingly protecting the Triforce areas, but... again, these pieces were hidden by, Zelda. So, I guess they're Ganon's forces hunting the pieces, and you're getting them right before they get to the Triforce? Which might just be a way of like, oh, and this happens a lot with Zelda games, you will see. And ongoing, this happens a lot with Zelda games. They designed the game first, and then they came up with the explanation after. To match the story. There's another secret area I want to head to that I don't remember what's there. Also, it's kind of interesting how you have this map in the corner for the overworld, but there's no features on it. It's just, this is how far across Lower Hyrule you are. Just barely. I have like 3 friends that make a noise like that when they're in a situation that's a struggle or in danger. I picked up on that. I am a mimic. This is what I was thinking. I don't remember what's up here. Oh, another heart piece. Okay, cool. That's important. How many do I need to get the magic sword again? I started saying how I decided to play this version specifically for that opening story. What other version could there possibly be? I think there was, like, a GBA port of this. But that's not what I was thinking of. I was gonna play it on the PC easily. Why don't I just play Zelda Classic? What's Zelda Classic? It's been something for like 20 years now. It is a fan development tool for making Zelda-like games with the structure of... Give me and I'll talk? I'm not buying what you're selling, old lady. It's for making Zelda fan games, basically, with this structure, and there's a lot of versatility to it when you figure out how to layer world maps, basically the same way you would with entering dungeons. One of the fan games I'll be playing will be played via Zelda Classic, but Zelda Classic inherently comes with Zelda 1 packaged into it. There's just not really any version of the story. How do I fight? Bombs? These are Pole's voice. Okay. I can just sword them, but they take a lot. If you yell into the microphone, or the Famicom version that has a microphone on it, like, did you know that there were a lot of peripherals for the first Nintendo console in Japan that we did not get in America? By the way, there is. I think they're paralyzed. And similarly, it's to teach you... There's a boss later that once you get the flute, and I think you can use them on Pole's voice too, they, like, become half the size. Dongos! There are so many of them. Please, you gotta eat it. Oh, I paralyzed it. Oh my god, please. Consume. I'm out of bombs. That was a waste. There are not a lot of bombable walls in these early places, but, like, there will be quite a few you need to do in later dungeons. Thank goodness. I don't want what you're selling. These mummies are called Gibdos. They're another example of things that have a lot of HP, and you can use this ladder for a good tactics of not having them walk into you. Especially when there's multiple. Pulsars are funny because they can jump over areas, but if they can't land in the square, they will jump right back. This can get really chaotic if you're trying to dodge them on a square where you can't touched. Here we go. This is a good example. I think you can only harm these by throwing pots or rocks at them in Link's Awakening, and that's what I'm expecting. I might need to use my first potion dose. Luckily, I got the bigger potion, which has 2. Which is why it's a good deal to get the more expensive one. Oh, the bongos! The bomb dongos. Dong bongos. It's gonna be so hard to get these. Okay, now we can go over here. Is that all I came here for? No, there has to be something. Oh, I finally got a heart. Stuck. Trapped. Here's what I was looking. Oh god. The darkest nuts. There's no way. So aggressive. So aggressive. Okay. I'll just heal with my potion when I get to that room again. They're back! I don't have enough bombs for you! This game is cruel sometimes. I should find a place to heal. Oh, I don't want to find a place to heal, never mind. What I will do is at least get my 3 hearts back. Also, it's about high time that I saved. I'm stupid. Oh well. You're the thing that, yeah, it's pretty immortal. Are you kidding me? What is wrong with this game? I know what's wrong with this game. It's literally 40 years old. I still think it's actually really impressive in that context. Big Dogger hates certain kinds of sounds. That's the boss. But we're not too far from a place with bombs. I just have to undo this. I don't remember what's down here, actually. Oh, right, you go up here and you get trapped. Or I'm just trapped. Okay. There's bombs. Only 4 bombs. An uphill battle. That rock is for a quick travel mechanic. If we're lucky, you'll remember that I beat one of them. Hey. Huh? Huh? Wait, an alternate entrance to the dungeon? Why? Yes. Now we're in business. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. 4 of those did nothing. I had max bombs! I came in here! They would not eat the bombs! Something that I've actually been curious to test with Zelda Classic is if by rewriting the game into its own customizable engine, does it fix any, or give more leniency to situations like this, where, yeah, I'm dropping the bomb on its face, sure. Whether or not that works is up to interpretation. Come to me. Come to me. Finally. This is like the first boss that, needs something from the dungeon, too. Maybe I should just have the magic sword already. I just don't remember if I have enough heart pieces. Maybe arrows will help? Ugh. Don't you turn around on me. This is also why it's like Dark Souls. These things have tracking like NORAD. I guess that's more like it's Elden Ring. God. I might go get the magic sword. If the Dodongos are still there. I might just go and collect some stuff. Again, I should also not be stingy with my potion. I'm just forgetting that I even have it. You know what? Now that I was thinking about it, the most efficient way to actually do this dungeon order, if you're willing to risk that, is to go get the magic sword and come back to 5 after you've done 6. Fighting Lionels becomes like a simple farming situation once you have a magic sword. Like, that's the kind of power we're dealing with. I think one of these has power armor in it. Power armor. Oh, that was it. Fine. If we are careful, this is nothing. If we are careful. Alright, it's in one of these. Not that one. There it is. Can I get this yet? Yes, okay. Now, sensibly, I should die here. And I'll show you why. I guess I shouldn't be so dainty with them. They don't do damage to me. Fast travel. Now, if I recall, this one takes me here. Okay. It's different depending on where you entered. Okay, this is very close to Dungeon 5, if the Piats will let me in. There we go. Our good old fairy lake. Now that we have power, and are no longer baby. Piats are a great example of things that look really different depending on the game you're playing. They just kind of look like pots. Like floating flower pots. Which is appropriate because they're typically plant-based. There are also just monsters. I didn't need to use that one. Emit the Eye of Golem. Ah. That's a mechanic that keeps coming up. I don't think I clarified it when it first happened, but there's a leader of a group of enemies. And if you defeat the leader first, all the other ones will die with it. Right, I think there are likes up here. So I'm in horror. There's also these second level Wizrobes, which are like 3 hits and they're with the magic sword. They are awful. There's an Iggy in my room. I get. So scared of these light legs. Map, my beloved. Okay, I think there's an item if I go down, and up is the right way. Might not be the right way. I don't know. Thanks. Hate these second level Wizrobes. I could have bobbed my way into this area from the adjacent room. I think there is something down here. Yep, okay, I remember. This might actually be the right way. I hate these things so much. The sparky things that stun you from using your sword. No! Jerk! Where's my shield? Everything got so much harder. It's those Wizrobes, specifically. Like, being able to block their stuff is a game changer. No! It warped into me! Help. Help. I did that. I did that to myself. To have gotten this far without, like, actually... Let's take that again from the top. See how much harder this dungeon just got without the magic shield? Right, I'm using it this time. Stops everything. Anymore. There are secrets where fairies don't live. Thank you. That's a hint to get into the 7th dungeon. That's why I came over here, I guess. You're cheating little bastards. I want to see what's up here. I have the keys for it. I'm good for it. More whiz robes. Made a mistake. Imagine if I didn't have the blue ring. That's doing 2 hits on this. Okay, I did have to come up here. No regrets. I don't remember what this does. I think it's just a regular magic wand. Yeah, it's gives you wizard powers. It doesn't affect wizards though. They don't get hurt by magic. Ah! For some reason it remembers these rooms are already cleared. I don't know why. This dungeon specifically is very inconsistent about that. No! I'm taking a shortcut this time. No! Get out of my way! Ugh. Stop everything. Time to heal. What's down here? Ugh, I'm locked in with more whiz robes. 3 hits with the magic sword. These things are ridiculous. I'm back. Oh, I can hurt them when they're like that. I did not know that. Ah. Oma! Okay, we have to waste money now. Oh. I forgot. The arrow's really powerful. You can go and stab that if you want, but if you shoot it with the arrow, it's a one-shot. They just don't make arrows like they used to, which is to use rupees as arrowheads. We need 60 for the meat, and another 60 for the shield. It's hard to not justify getting this at any point. Like, you just get the one, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna spend 80 instead of 12 less than that. Well, I'm just noticing. The hits that the Gyptos take are magical. 2 hits? Oh, take it! That had no business actually doing damage, but I'm glad it did. Please hit them. Accuracy is also an issue. They're really fast too. Like, if you haven't noticed, they're much faster than the other dark nuts. Orange nuts. Here. More nuts. More nuts! God, okay. Don't risk it. How open-ended this game is that makes this all so wild. Because you need to go and find shops on the overworld to be able to do anything remotely like this and not lose. And this is a point where I actually need to go this way. I need to go this way and get this item. I'll need to later, anyway, to get into another dungeon. Actually, the dungeon after this. But I can't even beat the boss without this. And fighting Dark Nuts, even with the blue ring, let alone without the magic sword, is a nightmare. The knights themselves, they mare. Thanks. Sometimes they take knockbacks. I wonder if there's like an actual distinction for when they do? Because later in the series, Gyarados just don't take knockback. So if you go onto a square from that direction, if you go horizontally, you can't exit vertically. I don't know, I've never been on a ladder before. Who's more realistic with ladder? Legend of Zelda or Metal Gear Solid? You. All that trouble for that. Now what do I do? I need to buy the meat. On the contrary, I think he'd be obsessively interested in making them realistic. And again, do I know Kojima? Do I know Miyamoto? Let me check what those shields... 90! It's 90 when it's decreased in price. That's... okay. Well, hopefully I can find the money by the time I get to the 9th area. Well, the meat is, like, progression necessary. The shield just makes things less awful. Ooh, I remember where one is. Here we are. The Lost Woods is south of here. And there's a way to get through it. Not remembered how to get through it. Oh, hell yes. Okay, we're back in business. We're so back in business, I'm gonna go grab it. Right, I don't have that shield that I'm on my way to get. That I just face-tanked a Zora shot for. Okay. Don't think there are any more items that I need that aren't from dungeons themselves. Yeah, okay, I do have to do this time. It is funny, you have this singular moblin in what looks like a fairy fountain as maybe perhaps a hint to be like, there's something here that isn't a fairy. Like, the bosses are no longer mini-bosses, even. Okay, I know what I'm doing right now. I need bombs. I need lots of bombs for this area, and I just collected more than I should have collected. I need to go start using my bombs. There is a place I can cap out my bombs. It costs 100 rupees. It's... I think it's in this dungeon? Or the 8th dungeon. There's a secret in the tip of the nose. This is another bomb place, isn't it? So notice how we've been to all these places and there's nowhere else to go. I'll start bombing walls. I don't remember which ones. To start, I would like a map. Map would help in this specific scenario. I'm not doing this again. I don't need to do this again. If I leave, will it be back? There, okay. I bet you'd like to have more bombs. I would, but you see, I need 20 more rupees. I'll try to remember that you're there, though. Thought so. Okay. Bombs are like keys in a way. I have equal amounts of bombs and keys. Not to be confused with keys. Grumble, grumble. Okay, here it is. Mr. Grumbles. Take your meat. Ow. There's the map. I want the map. Okay. I should probably turn the lights on. Okay, so that's why. I would like to attack as well. Like, that'd be cool too. God, I hate these things so much. At least there's just like a lot of moblins. These are easy to handle. I think there is a specific name for this type of moblin. I recall... No? That's the eye. There it is. Always a secret in the eye. Ah, a candle that I can use multiple times. I have to wonder what they mean by them. Need enemies to show up. I need your money. You only have hearts and bombs. I need your money. I don't think I've been in this room, actually. Look at that money. Pappas! Oh, that's where you are. Okay. 12. So handy. Only 4 more, but you never know when 4 more will do it. I was going to try the other side of the eye. What is this supposed to be? A bird? Bird head? Alright. You again. This is the 3rd one in this dungeon. This was the last dungeon's boss. I guess it was 2 dungeons ago, boss. Technically. I just did them out of order. Damn? It told me there was a secret in the nose. And I think, in this context... Permanent explosion? Is there a finite amount of wall masters? There's a finite amount of wall masters. Okay. But... What is this boss? I don't remember. One of you. That's so funny. I can destroy those in 2 hits and they can't hurt me if I'm facing them. That's the first dungeon's boss. What were they thinking? I have all the heart containers. I can tell because I need 1 more. And that's in the next dungeon, where I get the last of those Triforce. So, I think I have everything. Remembering where to go in these next 2 dungeons is going to be the tricky part, especially Death Mountain, because that's like specifically a maze that changes depending on if you need to get keys or not. And there's like bombable places. It's just is the culmination of the entire game, I guess you could say. And all of its trickiness. Boop, boop, I went the wrong way. As I opened a while ago. It's the same color palette as Bowser's Castle. In fact, I think those bricks are from Bowser's Castle. I think they have the same mason. I just got here, but I feel like I'm in this habit now. I have to bomb all the walls. Is that all? Money? No, okay, you're just regular enemy, that's why I encountered you. Back. Back. Oh my gosh, Gibdos and Dark Nuts. Part of a balanced breakfast. I got a book. What does this book do again? I do not remember. Maybe... I need to bomb up here. Thanks. Thanks, Bull's voice. You're very hardy. You take 3 hits to die, even with the magic sword. I thought this was a good idea. What's in here? It's a map, I'll take it. This is a nightmare room. What it is. They don't have any knockback either. Like, this is a ridiculous enemy. We're close to the fairy fountain in a way. Might as well hop over there real quick. Sir. Sir? Just bought that. Well, that's one less bomb for no reason. It literally just knocked me out of the room. Got him. I think the way to the left was correct. Thank you. I appreciate that. Alright, so we have 6 keys. And I know this is also where you get the master key. Don't need money. These blue ones are not one-shots at all. They know how to close their eyes. Goma is further proof that, Crab and Spider are... Well, Spider is the crab of land, insect-type creatures. Spectacle Rock is an entrance to Death Mountain. Whoa, okay. I went in a circle. Here we are. Oh! How many... Who brought nuts to this party? Allergic. I preempt them to be going to the next square, and then they would expect them to turn after that square. And they always go earlier than I think possible. Oh my god, please. Awful. Awful. Like, it really highlights the thing with a lot of games, but especially for simple games like this, that we are closing in on 3 hours. Speedrun's nowhere near 3 hours. I just lost half of my health after going to a fairy fountain from this room of dark nuts. Like, do you think a speedrunner's gonna do that? Do you think that's gonna happen on a world record speedrun? No. That was kinda cool. The knockback made me slash through them. Off of me. How long does it take? That's part of the problem. The length of time that the paralysis of these things takes is just too long. Like, by the time you're like, alright, it should be done by now, it's not. And you're in face-to-face with an enemy, and you get hurt. Get off of me! What the hell? Nope, it does not. It does nothing to them. Having the beam sword, very helpful for this situation, I will say. I think there's a bombable wall here. I don't know why it would be that way. It would be up. Anything. Up. That's how you get to the boss. I'm gonna see what's over here. Apparently I'm not, it's dark. You know? I would say this if I was not locked in. I should have gone and beat the boss first. It's like, it has input response, I think. Though I don't know if that's something that existed back then. 10th enemy has the bomb. What does that mean? Okay, max life. Full Triforce of Wisdom. All that's left. Go save Zelda from Ganon. What do I get to Spectacle Rock? the fastest way. Oh, I have enough for one potion. Not a double potion. I wonder at what point we consider ourselves on Death Mountain. Actually, the map behind me sort of says... Did I go too far? I went too far. What is the point of this area? There has to be something up here that I'm forgetting, but it just isn't quite that important. Oh yeah, no, like, I mean, if my sword things go through solid objects, there's no reason that theirs shouldn't. Up here. Question is, which one is which? They pretty much have the same beam technology. Just translates to... There we are. Hello, Crystal. Level 9. Boom, 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 boom. Different music. Weirdly quiet music. This is the room that, if I didn't have the Triforce, I would be told to go back. Those robes. It would be... They'd be dead by now if I could, attack. Okay. This place is an absolute maze. And, honestly, if I take a little too long on it, might just insist that I look at a map. And I might already be lost, if I recall. Oh, we haven't seen these before. Fire. Safe disposal of likes. I didn't get the master key. Okay, I know where I am. I'm at least supposed to be here. And I do need to go this way first. I think, I have to get the red tunic. Red ring. Or is it further down? It's this way. Whoa. Yep, there it is. Map. That's a skeleton. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Is there another? The corners are there. It doesn't matter. Oh god, there's more wizards. I want to at least get the red ring before I die once, so that this all becomes a little easier. The game is terrifying, but it's not in a way that's like breaks it from being an enjoyable experience. As long as you have the right mindset for it and understand that it's old. Go to the next room. This is the one I was thinking, in the last dungeon. And now we have another secret, and a whole bunch of wizrobes. At the very least, they don't really destroy me that much anymore. Okay, okay, which way do we go? Have to make a decision. I'm going to say this way. This feels correct. Ammo for my arrows. Okay, that's cool. If I go up and bomb to the left, we're in the same place and it's slightly faster? Yes. Okay. On that note, I'm going to find a potion. Oh no, here's the potion shop. I just need money. We could grind for money. I think they drop money. Or we can heal. Later on it is very consistent that green rupees are the 1, and blue rupees are 5, and blue rupees are 5 in this, but the regular ones are blinky. It's like they're supposed to be orange, maybe, perhaps? Arrow. I guess that's just saying go that way to Spectacle Rock. You went the wrong way. There's no secret here. Wow, those homed in on me. This is brought for blood. What about here? Okay, there's another potion shop. It truly is the most convenient fairy fountain. It's like right next to a teleport station. It's easily accessible from like the last few stages. I do wonder if that is supposed to be Impa, though. I do worry that there was something else I needed to grab, like the... fire rod that I never got. That might be over here, though. Yeah, that looks correct. Why are you like this? The silver arrow. Okay, actually, this is necessary to damage again. Which, might mean I need to collect more rupees again. For a different reason. Hate like-likes. And you know what made me actually, like, really hate like-likes? It's this game. I'm nowhere near as put off by them in other games. Oh my god, why? Oh, okay, I was quick enough. I don't know what the amount of time is, but it's very short. I can't move. I also don't need to be here right now. Okay, there's another one of these. That feels correct. Alright, this feels incorrect. I don't remember these guys. But I will take a fairy. What? I went too far. Eyes of Skull has secret. Correct. No. It's fine. It'll be fine. I can tell from... You jerk. I can tell that I don't have the shield anymore, just by looking at Link from behind. Makes me feel naked. I love that, like, the last half hour of this is me just getting lost and grinding. How long it would take me to actually get through this? Significantly lower, it would seem. If I knew where I was. I'm out of keys. That might be a problem. Okay, so I'm going to end here. I'm going to prepare... I'm going to get the key, the master key in the previous dungeon. Then I will finish off Ganon that time. Sound good? That sounds good to me. So, I didn't go ahead and actually just get the magic key yet, which I kept calling the master key before. It turns out I actually, skipped, like, half of this dungeon. So we're back in Dungeon 8. I also forgot that the Book of Magic I got upgrades my wand. Yeah, so, like, this room with all the nuts that I'm allergic to, just tanking them now because of the red tunic. There's a whole bunch more up here. We actually have to traverse a whole bunch more up here because we don't have any keys. But guess what? We can't go through here. So we have to go over here. And around. That was the map. Bombs are the keys. When we don't have keys, we can use bombs. I also found out where I could have escaped from... Yes, actually, it would have been a long roundabout route, but I could have gotten back to an earlier part of the route in Death Mountain if I kept going to the right. out of here, you. And I didn't. I kept going in a loop. Actually, I think I needed one more key, but I wasted it incorrectly. Alright, Goma. Let's see how fast I can defeat a second level Goma with silver arrows. I've never done this before. It might be the same. It might be okay, it's only 2 instead of 3. That's good. The property the property for silver arrows might simply be that they destroy Ganon. So it was up here. There was like a whole final third of the dungeon to get to this, the magic key, that I completely omitted. And now we don't have to worry. We have A amounts of key. Also, I should show what the magic wand does with the Book of Magic. That thing's on fire. It's pretty good. The one problem left is that our shield is tiny and we don't have enough for a new shield. But I don't know, I think it's probably fine. While we're here, I guess I should probably recap. Ganon stole the Triforce of Power. And Zelda split the Triforce of Wisdom into 8 pieces. Ganon kidnapped Zelda as a result and imprisoned her in Death Mountain, which is where we are right now. We, Link, a courageous youth, collected 8 pieces of the Triforce of Wisdom, so we have that right now, and now we're gonna go save Zelda. That's the simple part of it, when it comes down to it. That's all it really is. It was the journey to get there. And we can build on that after we destroy Ganon and have more story to unlock with Zelda 2. It's fine. They can't steal anything from me, they can just steal my life. Yes, okay. This is correct. This is the room with all of those. Now I go here. This is where I didn't go properly. Do I even need... Yeah, I think there's another staircase here. Once I defeat the Wizrobes. Go over that. Now the thing that I'm pretty sure does the most damage in this game... Oh yeah. Is Ganon, the Dark Prince, the pig of all time. I've never looked up what the name of these Sparky bitches are, but good lord, they're the worst. I'm glad they don't paralyze you in any later top-down Zelda. Are they called bubbles? Okay, so what Ganon does is shows up randomly across his floor. Oh, never mind. Shows up randomly across here. We can walk on those black tiles. And we have to hit him, make him appear. I'm just gonna have to be... I'll just have to be proactive and aggressive. Okay. Once he's like that, I'm going to go ahead and eat my potion. You hit him with a silver arrow, and you take back the Triforce of Power. And there are his ashes. That's his corpse. That's all that's left of Ganondorf. And... oh. Here's Zelda. We saved Zelda. There's no way I haven't beaten Ganon before. It must have been a while ago. Thanks, Link. You're the hero of Hyrule. Finally. Peace returns to Hyrule. Question mark? This does not end the story. Thank you, producer Shigeru Miyamoto and director. Is that Miyamoto? Miyahan? Well, maybe not. Konchan! That's Koji Kondo. Koji Kondo does a lot of the music for Mario and Zelda. No more Zelda, this is the end of the story. Except it's not.